Hi, it's Pastor Jeff, and I've come in hopes of encouraging you to pray for India, to pray for the souls of India. For many of us, India is a place far away and a place that seldom comes into our personal, passionate prayer lives. And my hope is today, by sharing with you some things that will no doubt inform your prayer life, perhaps inspect your prayer life, and I hope inspire your prayer life through the prism and the mission that is India. I want you to watch this and see how one person came to grips with the real need and the magnitude of God's call to the people of God to go to those that desperately need truth and love in India. Watch this, and then we'll come right back.
I had never been to India, and honestly, I wasn't sure about going. Everyone had told me India is all extremes at the same time. Hot and cold, modern and old, rich and poor. Would I be one of those who loved it or hated it? My chance to find out came when I was asked to go to India to experience one of the world's largest religious gatherings. After days of travel, I made it to the city of Prayagraj, where the Kumbh Mela festival happens every 3 years at the Ganges and the Yamuna rivers. To be honest, when I heard that there was going to be 30 million people here, I was nervous. Am I going to be able to get around? What will people think of me? But I discovered it was similar to many of the festivals around the world. Families came together, some traveling thousands of miles to get here. They celebrated with food, games, splashing in the Ganges, and the Well of Death. The craziest thing I've ever seen. So there I am, standing at the Ganges, watching thousands of people strip down to their swim clothes to dip in the water to get rid of sin. And that's when it hit me. These people are performing these rituals in the Ganges, one of the world's dirtiest rivers, looking for salvation. They have been told this water will wash away their sins and will give them eternal life. This was hard. To see all these faces that seemed to be filled with joy, yet seeking that joy in a river. And I was convicted. How often do I get so captivated in created things that I forget the Creator? And that was my prayer as I boarded the plane home, that I would not forget my Creator, and those worshiping His rivers would come to know Him.
Wow. Did you ever realize the need was so great? Did you know that the largest spiritual gathering on the planet has nothing to do with the God of the Bible, other than to point out their need for the God of the Bible? Friends, I want to take the next few minutes and encourage you. I pray inspire you through this understanding of the need to pray with and pray for our family and friends that are on the ground there in India. My prayer is that you'll find a personal passion, that God will give you a personal passion to adopt prayerfully, to commit to praying specifically, fervently, personally for some of the family members, whether it be for the person or the people groups or the places. Perhaps you'll find a village or a state in India, or again, one of our students or workers, or maybe a language people group. But I ask you to personally get invested in praying regularly and fervently for our family. I want you to meet them and ask God to give you a sense of direction and calling. Who or how many can you personally adopt in your prayer life? Watch this, and I pray be changed and called to action.
unselfishly died on Calvary. Oh, how you gave your life for me. Bruised, scorned, crowned your head with thorns. No greater love performed for me. Nails in your hands, nails in your feet, piercing your side. Could barely breathe, could have came down, yet you remain standing in awe of the price you paid. I never knew of a love so true. You gave your life and still I hurt you. Lost so many times, crucified you again. But I repent, forgive me for my sin. You paid it all up on the cross. You bled and died, 'cause I was lost. So here I am, surrendering all. Lord, hear my cry, on my knees I fall. You paid it all. You paid it all. You paid it all. I realize I'm no good. Ooh, ain't no money I can pay in exchange for the blood you shed for my sins. Yeah. So I surrender my heart, my life, my all, as a living sacrifice, Lord. I give up everything that's not pleasing in your sight, so I can have everlasting life. So true, you gave your life. You gave your life. Still I hurt you. So many times I crucified you. Forgive me for my sin. Up on the cross, you bled and died. You bled and died. I was so here I am, surrendering all. Lord, hear my cry. On my knees I fall. You paid it all. Can you hear my cry? Hear my cry. You paid it all. You paid it. Yes, you paid it all. You gave up your image. You sacrificed so that this poor boy could have everlasting life. You gave up your glory so I could have my story. I want to tell you, Lord, you paid it all up on the cross. You bled and died. Ah. You paid it all up on the cross. You bled and died, 'cause I was lost. So here I am, surrendering my all. Lord, hear my cry, on my knees I fall. 'Cause you paid it, you paid it, you paid it. Lord, I wanna thank you. Yeah, you paid it, yes you did, yes you did. You canceled my past. Yeah, I wanna say thank you. You paid it, paid it, paid it, paid it, paid it. Threw it into the sea. You paid it all.
Amen. What a blessed people we are to have a family that is not only sent and serving, but a family that we can pray for personally. Friends, with that said, I just want to leave you with a question. The question I leave you with is this. Now that God has informed, perhaps inspected, and I hope inspired you, what will you do with what God has shown you here today?